Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of City Sim Builds. There have been a lot of different changes here in Two Rivers County as of late. In the previous episode, we created this university area, which is not complete, but it's definitely coming along very nicely. I'm really liking the way this looks. The other thing is, I had a live stream about a week or so ago, and we did some things in the live stream that I wanted to quickly point out. One of the things that we had, I guess we had a fire here at some point, but one of the main things that we did was we created this little high school campus. The terraforming in here is not exactly ideal, but I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. We added a soccer field, we have like a gymnasium over here, and then we also have a tennis complex. And one of the things I want to do later on in the build is actually create a tennis center, almost like somewhere you would watch like the US Open or Wimbledon or something like that. That's like a goal of mine, because I'm a tennis player in real life, and that's something I just want to have as part of the build, and I think it would look cool, and I think it'd be really fun to build. The other thing is we added this hospital in because we really needed hospital coverage, and we named this hospital Mercy Pointe, and we added a couple parking decks here as well. And you might be noticing that the county looks a little bit different in terms of the colors. I changed the theme in here to be, I think it was originally on like the Colossal Order's like boreal theme. And this is more of a temperate look, so it's a bit brighter, and you're not getting as intense of a shadowing kind of effect. It was really obvious over here, I noticed, with the university, like with this dorm building that I created. Like this shadow was like so dark over here, it was like driving me up the wall. So, but I think it's looking really good. It's definitely much brighter, and you can clearly see where things are at just a little bit better. Some of the other things that we did was we completed this park over here, and I think we named this area Pinewood South. Yeah, and this is the Pinewood Shores Park. And now that I'm looking at this, I might just actually call this Pinewood Shores. I think that would fit better with the naming convention that we have set up. So I'm going to, name this Pinewood Shores. One of the other major things that we did in the live stream was we created this like really cool pedestrian path. At least I think it's really cool. It's kind of like what I envision, like a rails to trails sort of thing. Maybe once upon a time through here you had two tracks, and one of the tracks went away, and now we have this like really nice walking path that is definitely getting a lot of use. I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, back over here in River Pointe, I think this is a great amenity for the community. And we provided in a lot of different access points over here to like the main street. And I don't even think we have a good name for this. Like, let's name this Main Street. Let's check the length of Main Street. That's good enough for now. If you have any comments about what you think some of the names should be in here, either here for Rivertown or Pinewood Shores, please drop that down in the comments down below. And if you have like a community preference, also definitely let me know. Speaking of names, I think we have a name now for the county seat, and this comes from a comment by CB Cowart. I think that I'm saying your name correctly, and CB had a lot of different naming suggestions, and I think I'm going to name this River Pointe, and we're going to use Pointe with an E, just to get a little fancy with it, I guess. But yeah, I think that's, oh no, we got a fire. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take a look at fire coverage here in River Pointe and see what's going on, because we definitely had a fire over here, and we also have this one now. So we'll take a look at that in today's episode. And the main thing I want to get done today is I want to work on the fan district and expanding River Pointe out over here in this general area, kind of connecting where we currently have everything in town to over here where we have the highway and this what's going to be a future arterial. And I believe this is called, yeah, Rockville Road, which extends all the way back over this way. Oh, and before I forget, in the stream we added in this road here, which is another connection and provides another potential access point to the highway with a potential future interchange. I haven't decided if I want to do that or not. But before we get into the main part of today's episode, if you could please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below, that would really, really help me out. And also don't forget to hit the like button. And as I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, I started a Discord server. I think we have 1 person on there now. I would really love to get it up to like maybe, I don't know, 10 or so. So I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to check that out. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord server if you want to. So with that, let's get into today's episode. All right, so I want to take a look at fire coverage because this is something that we definitely have an issue with. But it looks like we are doing okay here in River Pointe. I'm wondering if I can add another fire asset that might be of benefit to us. And I really need to get a few more fire station emergency assets like that. I don't know if I really like the look of this high capacity fire station, and it costs a lot of money. I might go with, I mean, this modern one does not look that awful. Let's look at our coverage. So we have these 4 smaller fire stations. I wonder if we put something here kind of like by the university, if that would fit in okay with the landscape and the character, and then also provide us with just a little bit more coverage. Let's see how this looks. That doesn't look too bad. It says modern fire station, but I could definitely see this being like an older, like just basic kind of concrete building, and I think that works. I'm gonna let that be there. So I really want to expand into here and get a lot of new residential and commercial, because as you can see, we definitely have the demand for that, and we are losing population. When I played offline a little bit here and there, I was hovering around 20,000, if not 21,000. So our population has been bouncing around, and I think adding a solid, nice residential area in here would definitely go a long way to helping us out with that. So let's go ahead and get started with placing some of our roadway network throughout here. So before we get into that piece, I want to upgrade this road, and I want to see if I can get this to be a 4-lane. And this, I think, is going to cause some conflict with some of the amenities that we have over here by the school, but I'm going to come back and try and address that later on. And let's call this Coastal Boulevard. We'll do BLVD for short. Nice. I think that's looking good. Oh, except we do have some bumpy situations here. I'm going to take care of that with the network multi-tool. Well, at least the road looks a little bit better. I'm going to try and move some things around in here and see if I can get things to fit a little bit better. Yeah, and we got to fix this path here, as well as over here. Yeah, and we're getting some like imperfections here with the parking lot, and I'm not the biggest fan of what what is happening. I'm trying to play around with it some, but I wonder, let me try relocating it one more time. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And that still gives us plenty of room here with our path. And the path definitely looks a lot better. Parking lot is not ideal. I don't know why this asset, the parking lot, like terraforms with the landscape. It's just kind of weird how it, I wish I could just like force this to be flat, but maybe, can I level it out through here? Let me try that actually. So let's just pick a spot here and just level out, maybe. Yeah, I think that's about as good as I can get it right now. All right, I'm gonna stop fiddling with that, and they're just gonna have to have an imperfect parking lot. I was thinking of putting a path over here, but I think the sidewalk will serve that function pretty well. So I'm gonna leave that like that. Actually, no. I'm gonna just add a little path that parallels the road here and connects up there. Yeah, that way it just feels more like it's meant to be part of the school, and I don't know, I feel like it just gives it it makes me feel good at least. So I wonder if we can scooch this over a little bit. Yeah, I think I might try and just use Surface Painter to fill in a couple of these little spots here. Hopefully I won't go overboard with it. No. Okay. All right. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, and I don't know why it's doing that either. All right, I'm just gonna step away and everything's gonna be fine. One of the things I know I'm gonna want to do is provide a lot of different roadway connections over this rail line here. So I'm thinking of having the rail line be recessed under the ground, similar to how it is over here, and then having everything go over top of it like that. So I think what I'm gonna do is come down here and start with like making this an overpass. So let's pick that, and then we'll make this a bridge section. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and place a bridge section through here because the nodes weren't lining up how I wanted them to be, and I can make this a better connection if I do it like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop these up a little bit because I want to reduce the railroad grade down a little bit and have things slope down from there. Yeah, and I'm honestly not sure what just happened there, but I'm going to start back over here. All right, and I ended up, I was having some weird stuff happening in here. I had to get out of the game and come back in. So I'm gonna retry and do an elevated section through here and then work on the railroad grade through here to get it how I want it to be, like a little depressed down into the ground. And then we're gonna work on our grid over here in this area. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect these two rail connections. I think that's looking pretty good. We'll come back and fix that spot. I need to make this a bridge section as well. I think I am actually going to do the same thing and come back and make the location where I want it to be. Let's actually go ahead and decrease the elevation of the rail line here, so that way we can more easily place roads across how we want them to be. I'm gonna start with that, and let's see what happens when we use the network multi-tool and adjust the grades through here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. I think we do have some issues here. Like this is a like a bridge section, like through here. That does not need to be a bridge section. So let's upgrade that and force it to be on the ground. Okay, that looks good. I think we have one more section here. Okay, that looks good as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that rail grade situation. Let's back this up all the way to here. Yeah, 3.3, that's good. And I didn't even check to see what this was. So come back around under here. Actually, I need to come about here. I think this was the low point that I used. Whew, 8.5, that is not good. All right, so that makes me feel like I need to raise this up then. And before I do that, let's select both of these nodes. And we'll raise, oh, not what I wanted to do. Select that one, and it's not letting me raise up both nodes. There we go. Kind of going drastic here for a second. I'm going to come back and fix this because I really got to get this rail grade situation under control. 7.8, I am not liking that. Change of plan. I think I'm going to have this go underneath and this go over. I think that's kind of the only way I'm going to get this to be able to work. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be back shortly. All right, that was a ridiculous amount of mess ups by me. And I still have some issues over here, and I'm just gonna soften the terrain, and maybe we'll just have a little bit different of a coastline through here. So I'm gonna do that real quickly, but I think this is gonna work out for us with what I'm trying to do, at least for 1, 2, maybe 3 of the cross streets that we're gonna have for our grid going over this way into the fan district. And this is definitely not realistic, but I'm gonna make the shoreline here a little bit different. We're just gonna bump things out. Yeah. Maybe this will give us some additional space to develop later on in the future. Definitely not realistic, not what I wanted to do, but maybe it'll look cool in the future. All right, and we'll let whatever is happening here settle out, I guess, and we're just gonna not look at that for a little bit. But yeah, let's let's come back over here and get started on the grid finally. So I want to at least get some of these like stub roads popping out like this. And I wasn't sure if that connection was actually going to work, but I think it ended up okay. So now let's create a few bridge sections going across over here. And we're gonna have to do some modifications for some of the heights of these, like especially like these two. I think these 3 might be okay, but yeah, we'll come back and take a look at that in a little bit. I mean, the train went underneath, but I don't know if it was actually like, you know, hitting the top of the bridge structure. So yeah, let's see if we can bump this up a little bit. Maybe this one as well. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, this is probably a little too high now. That one looks good. Bring this one down a little bit. Actually, I think we can bring it down a good bit. I think that looks pretty good. All right. And I don't know what's happening here with the platform situation. Yeah, that's just really odd. We'll come back to this. So I just came out like 20 units. I'm gonna do that for each of these just to get something in place. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Then I'm gonna slope through here. I think we have a node issue. Yeah, we do. Whenever I think of node snapping, I think of Ash Moffat. So Ash, sorry I wasn't doing the node snapping here. My apologies. Okay, that's looking much better. Much better. All right, I think things throughout here are looking pretty good, pretty even. So I am liking that. So I'm wondering if through here I might have a roundabout. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I don't hate it. Let me make some adjustments through here and have a reason that I want to place this. And I wish there was a like bridge column here, but maybe that won't work. I think instead I'm gonna do a roundabout there. I think that makes much more sense. And then here, we're gonna back this off and then tie this in at a better angle. And what I wanna do through here is I wanna have a road that connects with this roundabout and cuts through the grid and connects up here at pretty close to a 90. At least that's the goal. I'm gonna zoom out so I can get an idea of where this road should be. So if this is the center, Let's actually use a gravel road and place something with anarchy, and then we'll find the center of our roundabout, and then I'm gonna come up here, find where we're at 90, at least as close as I can get it. All right, I think that is pretty good. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna back this up, and this is gonna be our new reference point for part of the fan district. And we definitely have some grade issues through here, and I'm trying to work with them as best I can. So that's not ideal, but I think it'll be okay. I'm probably gonna, after I make the grid, I'm gonna go through and terraform just to make things a little bit nicer and more even feeling. So hopefully that works. And for this road, I want this to be a road with like no parking. Okay, good. That looks pretty, yeah. The roundabout's a little wonky. I think we could probably use Move It and make some adjustments a little bit here and there, just to make it feel a little bit more, hopefully more circular. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. And then I don't really want this to be grade separated here, so don't want to remove that section. Let's get rid of that first, and then we'll come back and meet up with this road. Okay, those aren't the best grades by any means. I wonder if I can adjust through here. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Can I get extra much in there? Yeah, probably. So let's get to gridding. So I'm thinking these blocks are going to be like maybe 20 by 10. I kind of like that, kind of like through here. I think it'd be nice to have like these like longer block sizes, which I think it would be natural as you move away from like the core of the city, like the old part of town, to get a little deviation in your block pattern and everything. So with here, this doesn't look square to me. What is the distance here? 19. Okay, so there's something funky going on in this segment, I think. So what I do want something that actually cuts through here. So I placed a 20 unit segment in there just to have as a guide point, but I think I'm actually going to keep that. Let's line this up. 90. Perfect. That looks way better. Okay. And I'm okay with there being a little bit of deviation in here with how this one looks. Okay, 20 units. Okay, that's looking good. And I think here I want to have like a little bitty triangle, like right there. Yeah, I'm liking that. I do kind of want, so that's 10 units, then that's 10 units. I would ideally like this to be 10 units away from this intersection. So we got to be, I think, right here. Let's try that. And then I know the node did not connect. Okay, yeah, that's the right spot. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do a union with the nodes and see if they can connect that way. Nope, not gonna like it. Well then, let's add that segment. Let's try that again. We got some funky stuff here with these nodes, but I'm gonna see if I can fix that with the node controller. Oh cool, academic year report. Our student population went down, oh no, okay. But we did have some academic works and we had 2 toga parties. Pretty awesome, okay. All right, let's get back to the grid. So 20. And again, I feel like we're having some weirdness with this section through here. Yeah, I feel like this is not quite out far enough. Okay, yeah, 20 units. Perfect, perfect. And then here, I'm not gonna connect this through. We're gonna have some just changes in the grid. Oh, and that was not what I was trying to do. Yeah, I'm really trying to make this as square as I can be. So that's 8. So we gotta go, I think, here. That's as close as I can get to a 90, but I think that's okay. And I do want to see if I can get a road behind this hospital over here. And I think we're just going to have to live with some intense grades here and there. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I think I went a little too far with that one. Although, I wonder, I wish I had a better view here. Yeah, it's a little too low, I think. We're gonna just pop this up a little bit. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Let's come on this side and see if we can get a better vantage point. Yeah, they have clearance there. And this is like wonk, 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 wonk. I need to see if I can fix the grades through there. Okay, 6.8. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what this is. Is this part of a column or something? I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna maybe use it over here, just to pretend that we have a column for this bridge. Maybe. I need to rotate that. Not super centered. All right, I'll come back to that, but at least it feels like we have something there. Yeah, if you don't look too closely at it and that it's in the travel lane, it's not too big of a deal, right? All right. Okay, we're almost done with the grid part, so let's get that part finished. And we're gonna have to relocate this building. Not a big deal. It's just a recycling center, and it doesn't really fit in with the area that I'm building right now, so I'll just put it over there. And yeah, it's got water. I think it has, yeah, electricity. Should be good to go. Let's turn roadway guidelines off, except for angle. And let's get this up and meet with this road. Then we'll get this tied in here. Now let's put our guidelines back on. And I think what we're gonna do through here is have some node issues, of course, and but not, what I was gonna say is not have access everywhere through here. And maybe what I'll do is reserve this area as a park. So I wanna have a few parks through here. I think it'll be nice to have something that's like, you know, next to this arterial, or what's gonna be an arterial over here, that kind of breaks it up so it's just not like development, you know, commercial, residential, and wow, we have a lot of traffic there. I need to retime this light, I think, but yeah, so, but I definitely want to have like maybe a park here, or actually, yeah, have a park here and then another like small park right there, and then I might have another park over here somewhere, and maybe another one, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. All right, nice. It seems like things are lining up pretty nicely, so I'm pleased with how this area is turning out. So yeah, like maybe through here, we'll just stub out a little bit and then just teed up at a 90 here with this road on the curve. And actually, I don't even know if we need, I think this little nub might be more of a hindrance than anything. All right, that's pretty close to a 90. I'm liking that, I'm liking that. And here's maybe where our grid kind of deviates a little bit, just to mesh with the kind of more organic nature of this road as it follows the contour line. All right, I think that is looking really nice. I like that a lot. So let's go in and place some water pipes, and then we'll get zoning. All right, I think that has the whole area pretty much covered. All right, I do want to go through and put some districts in where I know we're gonna want some parks. So let's do that first. So let's get our district size to be pretty small. And we'll paint some park areas. That's one. And I do want one just kind of like right here. And then we'll have another one. Maybe this will be all the same park. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then I'm thinking we'll have a few more, maybe one right here. Maybe what we can do is reserve one of these rectangular gridded areas for a park as well. Maybe we can do it close to the train station. I think that'd be nice. Something like that. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Actually, what if we just do this one, and then up here have this one be a separate park. So along through here, I want this to be like a little commercial center. Oh, and before we develop the rest of this, we need to extend our district from town. So let's do that. God, I'm so bad at doing this. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm gonna just fill all this in roughly. Hopefully it's not too awful. And then I wonder if we can extend, yeah, we should be able to, the commercial area through here from our downtown district. So let's create like a nice little district jaunt through here. Okay, cool. And then can we turn on our zoning? Oh, I thought I had a toggle for zoning. I guess I don't have that. Okay, there we go. I guess I have two different Z's here. Let me remove that real quick. Let's extend this over here. Okay, like that. And then we will cut it off a little bit like that. And I've changed my mind about the parks again. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And the reason is twofold. You see, we have this one here, we have this one here. I think it'd be better to have one kind of at the midpoint. Lilac Park, I kind of like that. But the other reason is I do want to extend this district that's called Concord Heights along here a little bit more, because I really want to have like a nice like commercial corridor that extends from up here to about where the roundabout is. Actually, let's just take it on down to the roundabout. I think that'd be fine. And what I'm trying to mimic here is something similar to Carey Street in Richmond, which is just like a nice like pedestrian area that has residential on both sides, but then it has like this strip of commercial that's like pretty low density and pretty walkable, with storefronts facing the streets. I'm hoping that's what will happen here, but yeah, let's get to zoning this. And I'm trying to be like pretty selective about what parcels are being zoned throughout here, and definitely not in the park. Yeah, so I want to be like the strip where you have like, you know, this kind of core section, but it kind of extends a little bit on the each side of it a little bit. I think that'll look pretty nice. And then through here, I do want to have little pockets of commercial. Like I think for this, we'll use our marquee tool and just do like, here maybe we have 2 corner stores. Maybe, I don't know, up here we'll have 2 more corner stores and something along. And here we can have like, sure, you know, we're working with the topography that we have, so I think that'd be fine. I might do like one more random like little spot like right here. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like sprinkling in little pieces of commercial here and there. And I'm gonna come back and address this area a little bit more in the future where the power line is. But for the rest of it, I really just wanna gratifyingly just go in and put in a big swath of residential. And we'll go ahead and hit play on that, so this will start filling in. And in the meantime, I'll continue to zone out this area. And it looks like I missed a road here. Let's see if we can add that in. Ooh, and that's close. Maybe here we'll tie it up there like that. That way we can maximize our zoning and not have too many access points along the arterial right here. And I might reserve some of these like frontage spaces here for, you know, just some additional commercial and whatnot. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. We'll get this section over here as well. Let's have a corner here with, actually no. Let's have this corner be our commercial node. Nice, and we're seeing stuff fill in here, and before things get too out of hand with the development coming in, I do want to place some city services. Let's place a crematorium up here. I think that'll help things out with our death care. So we'll need fire coverage as well. I'm going to continue to use these Fire Station USA. Yeah, I think they're just kind of like nice little assets. So I'm going to put these on a few select corners. Then I picked up this small police station. I think that should be good for this area, and we're definitely going to need some schools throughout here as well. I think maybe also like some churches would fit nicely through here. Maybe we can put these on a few prominent locations, like maybe there. Maybe that's a good spot for it. I picked up the Simpsons Springfield Elementary, so I think I'm gonna I think I have to place this somewhere. Maybe a good spot is right here. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that looks awesome. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's get some more schools throughout here. Maybe over here we'll have a nicer kind of like city elementary school. It's got like this cool like rooftop situation. Although I'm a little like, if I was a parent of a child that goes here, I'd be a little nervous about how high the wall is here. Oh, and we just have power lines running through thanks to anarchy. We'll come back in and fix that, but I'm gonna let it roll for right now. And I think one more elementary school should do it. How big is this Hayes Elementary School? Maybe we can put this over here on the edge over there. Oh, and I completely placed the wrong building. Good thing we have a decent amount of money here, but we are losing money. Gosh, yeah. Let's speed things up and see if that helps with our budget some. I'll place this middle-sized elementary school over here. Let's see, maybe there? And that's gonna terraform not great, but maybe what we'll do is relocate that. I wonder if it would fit in over here where it's a little flatter. No, it won't. Okay, well, maybe I think I'm gonna place it here and then I'll terraform around it and we'll loop this back around like that. All right, things are starting to fill in, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how things are turning out. And actually, before things get too settled through here, I want to go and place some paths. And this is going to probably disrupt some of the existing residential that's popping up through here. But I think in order to do this, I'm going to have to take the snap twos off and kind of manually place these paths through here. Oh no, that's going to really mess things up. But I think it'll be okay. That'll be okay. I'm kind of viewing these almost as like alleyways in a way. So hopefully this doesn't disrupt stuff that's popping up too terribly. All right, that's looking really, really good. I like the paths through here. I think I got everywhere that I wanted to. And there are a few other residential spots that I need to fill in. All right, and I think since our residential demand has like drastically dropped, I'm gonna go through and place a few transformers so we don't get abandonments all throughout here. And hopefully I can remember to come back and remove these. We'll see about that. All right, maybe I can place one right there. Okay, that jumped. Maybe here on the corner. Yeah, that works. Another one on the corner. Okay, good. Do one there, and then maybe? No, not quite. All right, not the most elegant solution, but I'm pretty pleased with that. And we are having some abandonment issues through here, and I think the issue is not enough workers. So we'll have to take a look at that in the next episode. And before we close out today, I see a couple spots that I want to try and take care of real quick. I don't know if this is going to work, but I would like for it to. Yeah, and this is just going to be like a funky little intersection, but I think we can fix things with node controller. Maybe we can fix things with node controller. All right, I think that is okay. I think that'll accomplish what I'm trying to do. But yeah, we have really accomplished a lot in today's episode. We made some mistakes, but we fixed them. And then we did what I was really hoping to do in this episode, which was get started on creating the bulk of the fan district here. And as you can see, I think this really turned out really well. We have little pockets of commercial. We have parks in here that we're going to be placing. We have paths in between the buildings that act as alleyways for the residential. And yeah, I think this is just looking really, really good. Yeah, let's zoom out and take a look at the city as a whole. Yeah, this is kind of the vision I was having for this. You have like a little pocket of old grid, a little pocket of Savannah, and a little pocket of Richmond. So yeah, I'm really liking that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the subscribe button and also leave a comment down below about, I don't know, what you think about the fan district that we have created. Or if you have any suggestions about what we should do, say over here along the coast, please let me know and I'd be happy to entertain that. But with that, I'm really excited to see you all back here in Two Rivers County. So stay tuned for the next episode and we'll see you then. All right, bye.